Life works in mysterious ways, very, very mysterious ways indeed. And you will know exactly what I mean by this, in particular when it comes to the actual 18th and the 19th of July 2020. My gorgeous Virgolini, you are going to have an opportunity, you are going to have the experience, you are going to have the realization. This is an important moment in time because most certainly after this moment in time, your life is going to change. It's going to change big time. And it's to do with you just keep on being assertive as much as possible, because the actual energy on the 18th and the 19th of July, it's going to be quite heavy. It's going to be quite different. It's going to be quite bizarre. But this is the actual fact, which is at the same time going to work with your own essence, and it's going to help you to bring something so significant, so important, so confusing, but on another hand quite powerful, because it's connected to you, to who you are. But it's most certainly going to provide you the bigger picture, the biggest picture you have ever seen, the bigger picture you have ever known, because it's going to confirm to you that it's time to change this strange and bizarre and mysterious and unusual energy. It's also at the same time going to let you know that this is the time when you're going to come across the experience, and this experience is going to be so powerful. This experience is going to be so important. This experience is going to be so significant that it's literally going to change your life. This in itself is going to happen in between the 18th and the 19th of July 2020, and it's going to help you to have a different outlook on life, and you will see how the certain problem that was causing so much negativity, and it was slowing you down, and it was affecting you in so many different ways, it wasn't so bad. It wasn't as bad. It wasn't as negative, and it wasn't as heavy. It's all about the experience that you are going to have at the same time that is going to help you realize this. But most importantly, it's moving on. Most importantly, it's what you felt like kind of powerless around, in particular when it comes to the last few months. Now, this is going to help you to get a completely different picture. And it's all about the time when you felt powerless, when you felt negative, when you felt drained. And it's most certainly about to have such a lovely flip-flop moment at the same time, which is now also going to mark an absolutely monumental time when it comes to your life. It's going to re-energize you. It's going to instantly refresh you. It's going to make you feel so much better. But most importantly, something deep inside you, something deep within is just going to be keep on pushing you and pushing you and pushing you. And whatever I say now to you, you will come across this experience when you least expect it. So this is why it's so important to say that first of all, you're going to feel like a little bit slow, you're going to feel a little bit weird, you're going to feel a little bit bizarre, but at the same time, you will know that within these 2 days, the energy is starting to change, and this is your own reflection and your own vibrations, the direct response for that particular energy, which you at the same time turn around by being as creative as possible, by being as assertive as possible. Whatever is happening in your life at that time, just keep going. Whatever is happening in your life, just keep doing it. Anytime, any kind of responsibilities or anything that you do and make and achieve, on daily lives, within your daily lives, just keep going and keep going and keep going. As I said, when you feel like this bizarre energy, you will know that something amazing and quite significant is going to happen to you, and it's going to shape your life forever. It's going to change your life forever. Literally. This is very important because you will just basically come across the situation when you least expect it. Whatever I say to you, it's going to happen when you least expect it. Whatever I say to you, whatever you try to prepare yourself, whatever you do, the only preparation spiritually that you need to do. Just keep doing as much as you can. Keep throwing yourself in as many possibilities as you can, my gorgeous Virgolinis, because this is going to be absolutely important. It is the time of realization. It is the time of change, but it's also the time of an important reward, which is later on going to absolutely be super significant. And when it comes to the actual September 2020, September 2020 is going to have a very strong connection with what is happening around now in July, throughout July, which will be quite important indeed in general. But when it comes to this particular 2 days, the actual September, it's going to be an important continuation, where at the same time you will be able to see the progress and the process, but then on another hand you are going to also make an absolutely mind-blowing, vavumish, very, very powerful decisions. Now in between the 18th and 19th of July, this is all about the powerless time. This was affecting you. This is all going to be connected, and it's also going to return the missing puzzle into your life. The missing puzzle that is going to be returned is just going to provide you with a completely different picture, and that in itself is going to make and it's going to start this an important stage, this new starting point in your life, when it comes to the new beginning, when it comes to the perspective, but also when it comes to the time in your life, some kind of few years ago, when you were like thinking about the particular change and the particular direction and the particular possibility. So this is all connected to the time like quite few years ago, that now it's going to help you to have a completely different reflection. And that in itself, it's going to help you to have the understanding of the whole situation from a completely different angle. This is very important because it's about the powerless time. It's just to do with like a waiting and maybe trying this, maybe trying that, maybe this didn't work, that didn't work. You know, you try this, but you don't feel this happiness. Then you try that, but then something is still bringing you down. Then you try completely different thing, then you're still not finding yourself. So this is very deep, my gorgeous Virgolinis. It's about finding yourself. It's about finding your happiness, but this is just a huge part of the picture. It's very difficult to explain. This is like, my Lord, this is like a process and a half, because it's so much so to do with an absolutely enormous, mind-blowing decision that you're going to make, and that decision will change everything, because one thing is going to start happening after another, like a little baby domino. No, it's important because it's just all going to be connected. It's a time of liberation, but also at the same time it's going to have an important acceptance. It's to do with a powerless situation. You liberating yourself, my babies, by making by having this understanding of your own path, which is going to provide you on one hand with a completely different perspective, but on another hand it's going to allow you to kind of like to think about the future planning in a slightly better way. And that in itself is just going to raise your vibration, it's going to raise your power, it's going to raise your energy, because most certainly it's going to give you courage to have particular acceptance. And that particular acceptance is going to lead you, it's going to make you so happy, it's going to make you excited, it's going to lead towards an important celebration as well. You will want to celebrate because it's all about this problem that is slowly going to come to an end. It's about the conclusion, which is on another hand going to inspire you, which is again going to like re-energize you in so many different ways, but also it's going to be absolutely remarkable when it comes to the whole new inspiration that is going to help you to feel yourself again. It's going to help you like to feel your own vibration from such a high perspective, from such a high level, and this only means that, you know, it's all leading towards an absolutely remarkable moment in time, which is going to literally change your life. You're going to find yourself again. I'm not saying that you've lost yourself, no baby, no. I'm just saying that you're going to find yourself again, and once you find yourself again, your vibration is going to be so powerful, you're going to feel so strong, and it's also going to immediately, instantly start to re-energizing you like there is no tomorrow. So it's the actual liberation, then acceptance, and then an important quite vavavumish celebration because of this conclusion, because the problem and annoying part of your life is slowly going to come to an end, and you will see so many other things are going to start unfolding themselves at the same time. This is a very important moment in time, my gorgeous Virgolini, and from that moment, from the 18th and 19th of July towards the end of the month, it's going to be absolutely remarkable, because a lot is actually going to start happening. And that which is going to start happening, it's also going to really be at the same time like a gateway into a completely different dimension, you know. And it's just going to boil down to one particular thing, one massive, huge, enormous change which you are going to make, my gorgeous Virgolini. You see, this is the thing, because at the same time you are going to be tested a little bit, you know, in such a way where somebody's maybe going to, you see, this forgiveness, it's important. I know it sounds like sometimes, oh yeah, forgiveness. No, baby, no. This is the part of your process. In between the 18th and 19th and the end of that month, you will come across the situation with somebody who's going to like maybe a little bit piss you off. Somebody's going to piss you off. Somebody's going to be like maybe a little bit negative towards you, but this is all part of the test, because this person is in your life. This person is part of your life, and you know, it's just going to make you, maybe that person is going to challenge you a little bit. So to the point where you're going to feel like, oh God, no, I don't, you know, no. You know, it's important to not overreact. Whoever you're challenged by within this period, this is the time of challenge, which is at the same time going to require from you to karmically respond to it. And the way you karmically respond to things, it's basically just, I know, it's forgive and forget, and don't think about it negatively, because there is going to be quite important lesson that you're going to learn, that you're going to have at the same time, because this is all part of your process. And it's also, you see, to do with the beautiful purification. It's just about an amazing situation, something really powerful you're going to realize about yourself as a reward. And it's not only that, it's just that you're going to allow your spirit to freely float onto another level when it comes to your spiritual journey. And this is really important, because it's going to lead towards your personal satisfaction and towards your personal accomplishment. And socially, this is going to be an important moment in time. Somebody quite important in your life, another person, not this person but somebody else, it's also going to tell you something, and it's just going to be quite interesting information that is not going to maybe make sense straight away, but then you will see later on. It's going to help you so much to kind of realize the certain wake-up call which is going to be followed not that long after that moment in time. However, you know, I'm saying to you, and I'm going to say it again, sometimes we have the opportunity in life which changes our whole life. We have an experience in life which changes the whole life, and this is exactly what is going to happen. My Lord, this is going to be interesting but very important when it comes to you and when it comes to your planning, because a lot is going to start changing after this moment in time, but you will like it. You will like it. Okay, my name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading. So it's for you, my gorgeous Virgolini, and it's for July 2020. So it's for you, my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Virgolini, and it's for July 2020. And of course, what is your number this month? Have a guess. Your number this month is number 13. Now, 1-3, of course, it's to do with the transformation. It's to do with the change. It's to do with the courage. It's to do with the power. It's to do with the daring situation that you are going to have. It's to do with an adventure which is going to be followed by that. It's to do with that, you know, like the actual daring situation that you are going to have, and you're just going to realize, oh my God, you know, it's the moment, like, if I don't jump in the water, I'm never going to learn how to swim. My baby, this is the time to jump in the water. And now it's the time to jump in the water. If you don't jump in the water, you will never learn how to swim, which means that there is a vision, an important vision that you are going to have this month. This vision is going to be quite mind-blowing at the same time. Do you know what, my baby? It's going to happen like a bit of a deja vu. you're going to have a moment this month. This is what number 13 in numerology means. You are going to have a deja vu moment. This deja vu moment is going to be so strange. It's going to be so bizarre. It's going to be so weird, because it's just kind of like going to make you feel like this deja vu moment for the first time happened like many years ago, like a long time ago. It's going to be like a very, very far distance when you realize, deja vu, already seen experience. Deja vu, like it's like an already seen experience. It's very deep and it's very spiritual and it's rather personal in many different ways. So this deja vu experience that you're going to have, it's also going to be such a strong and powerful confirmation as well, at the same time that the things are about to start changing. And that particular deja vu experience, just pay attention around you. What is unusual? What is sticking out? What is not making sense? How is it making you feel? How did you feel when you first had this deja vu experience? It's also at the same time, shortly after that, very important to follow, to try to focus, my gorgeous Virgolinis, and to see to any sequences of the numbers repeating. So after you have a deja vu experience, any sequences of numbers that you are seeing repeating, like 333, 777, 222, 111, it is just all going to be correspondence to this actual situation. And at the same time, make sure that you pay attention to what is on your mind, because this is all going to help you to just get that much closer towards this particular change that I'm talking about. But you will also know that this is going to indicate an important time of the transformation. Okay, very, very important indeed. This is a powerful moment in time, my gorgeous Virgolini, so try to kind of change things around you, because spiritually you're going to be like super advanced indeed, but then on another hand you're going to be able to kind of get quite a lot, to understand quite a lot, to connect quite a lot to all sorts of different dimensions. But that on another hand is also kind of like leaves you open spiritually, and it's just kind of let your energies become a bit more sensitive. It's just like a little bit of a yin yang moment. On one hand you're going to be like ooh la la, like your third psychic eye is going to be like enormous, but then on another hand that drains a little bit more energy. So that's why it's very important to try to make necessary changes around you, around your immediate environment, around your home, around your like a working environment, and things like that, if you're able to go to work, and things like that. So this is important to make necessary changes, because this is also going to reflect on your own personal energy, which is on another hand going to make you be productive for longer. Number 13 means like a transformation. An important transformation is coming, but also an important change. This is the great moment in time, because you are going to make an important investment that you are going to make this month. It's not going to seem like an investment, but it's just going to happen in such a way where you're going to realize this perhaps later on. It is not going to all unfold at that moment in time. The investment that you are going to make is just going to be also quite interesting indeed, because it's just going to surprise you, the actual outcome, and you are not going to be even aware of it perhaps at the time. So it's to do with your energy, it's to do with energetic investment, but it's also to do with an absolutely mind-blowing manipulation of energy that you are going to have. Number 13 also means that throughout this month you will be able to express yourself like you didn't in a long time, like you didn't in the last 9 months at least. You will be able to show your power, you will be able to use your energy, you will be able to manipulate your energy to the best of your abilities. So it's just basically fantastic months, like you just come to terms with this, and immediately, your mind is your energy, your way of thinking is your energy. And now when it's so powerful and when it's so super balanced, you just come to terms with it. And this is all about your own realization, and just throw yourself in all sorts of situations as well throughout July, because a lot is going to come out, because your vibration is going to be super powerful when it comes to talking to people, people, when it comes to explaining things, when it comes to showing yourself, this is remarkable. On another hand, very important news, oh my Lord, the news that you are going to have, it's important when it comes to your own security, when it comes to the things that you were worrying about, when it comes to the certain worries, when it comes to the actual loss, when it comes to the certain financial situation perhaps, and also when it comes to the future planning. All these things come into this particular babble of feelings that makes us feel in a certain way and just makes us like drift slightly further away from where we should be drifting towards. So now this drifting is going to come back, my gorgeous Virgolinis, indeed, because an important news. I knew it, Kitty, you wanted to say a little say. You see, there you go, she agrees as well, my little Egyptian kitty. But this she agrees. So now basically it's to do with the prosperity and it's to do with the well-being, on one hand, it's the return of the energy that you are going to have, but then on another hand, it's to do with the actual comfort, it's to do with the security, but most importantly, it's also to do with the peace, tranquility, and important fruits of labor. Just remember, my Virgolinis, this month is going to bring you an important fruits of labor. And that in itself is going to help you to have a little rest after like a negative period or negative time of uncertainty. But most certainly, this is going to be connected to this some kind of union that you are going to have, because the balance is coming forward, and this balanced force is also going to give you an important firmness. And that in itself is going to make you very active and very, very determined. Just to make sure that you do as much as you can, because this determination is going to be absolutely superb, because it's to do with who you are. It's to do with the actual experience that I say that you are going to have, an opportunity, an experience that you are going to have. But at the same time, it's just so important because it's just going to kind of like really give you an important idea. It's an idea that is going to go a long way. And the May 2020, it's also going to be huge. It's going to be massive, because it's going to be connected to this particular idea, and this is only the beginning stage. This is only the starting point. It's an important moment in time, my gorgeous Virgolinis, which is at the same time going to be super significant. Be super significant, because it's like, look, it's going to bring you a necessary healing. Look at this, healing chaos. So this is after the chaos. You see, this is the healing stage, healing time, healing moment in time that you're going to have, which is at the same time going to be very beneficial for you and for people around you, but also for the things that you're doing and for the planning as well at the same time. You see, blessings. You're about to receive your blessings this month, my gorgeous Virgolinis, and that goes in two ways. Blessings are also like, basically it's the power, is the energy, it's that you are actually going to have, and that is going to help you to respond to so many problems and so many situations that you felt maybe like quite slow about or around because you're uncertain. But on another hand, it's all about your life just taking an absolutely mind-blowing Vavumish turn at the same time, at the same moment, which is just going to become absolutely remarkable. Okay, it's about the perspective and the wake-up call and the new starting point indeed. Now, what else I was going to say when it comes to your health, my gorgeous Virgolinis, this is important. Now, I'm going to say, like I said before, I know I said millions of times, but it's like, make sure that you're taking organic acerola cherry powder. It's a natural form of vitamin C, which is going to help you to boost your immune system. It's going to make you feel so much better, and it's in a powder form. It's completely natural. You take 1 teaspoon in the morning with a little bit of water, drink it, and do the same thing every single night. But if you don't want to do it twice, at least do it once, okay? In the morning, first thing in the morning on an empty stomach would be ideal, really. And then on another hand, what else I was going to say to get something like a vitamin D, natural vitamin D, or you can be in the sun as much as you can, my babies, even better. But also, on another hand, natural zinc. So it's organic acerola cherry powder, what I said before, I know. Then it's like a natural zinc, and then it's natural vitamin D at the same time, my babies. This is important. On another hand, what else I was going to say, this is a must. You need to take care of your pineal gland. Pineal gland is your third psychic eye. Pineal gland is the most sensitive part of our body, which is like one of the most sensitive parts of our bodies, and it's like right here at the back of our head. Okay, it's important because pineal gland is your third psychic eye, and is directly basically connected to our spirituality, to our understanding, to all sorts of different dimensions, you know, to also all sorts of energy and all sorts of understanding when it comes to our spirituality from deepest from within. You know, the third psychic eye, it's very important for our own connection, because that in itself, it's who we are, how we perceive things, how we understand things, but also just looking at the things from a very, very deep levels. We are part of all sorts of different dimensions. We are amazing as a human beings. We are able to understand so much. We are able to do so much, but we are able to do even more as long as we take care of our pineal gland. This is very important. It's going to help you to connect like never before. It's going to help you to understand things like never before. It's going to help you to dream again. It's going to help you to remember your dreams. It's going to help you to kind of remember those first thing in the morning as well. This is all what the pineal gland is, because we are perceiving this world from a completely different angle, from our third psychic eye that has got an absolutely remarkable, mind-blowing ability to help us to see things through and to understand things through from such an absolutely and powerful spiritual level. The actual pineal gland, believe me or not, is getting affected by the fluoride in the water. I said this before and I'm going to say it again. You know, fluoride in the water, it's not a good fluoride. And sometimes people think, oh yeah, it's a fluoride, it's a natural fluoride. No, baby, no. The actual fluoride in the water, it's an industrial waste. It's not natural whatsoever. And it's same when it comes to the toothpaste, and it's same when it comes to the mouthwash. So please try to find water which is without fluoride and try to drink that water instead for as much as you can, because you're going to benefit from the actual water throughout the months. But also at the same time, try to get mouthwash and try to get like a toothpaste without fluoride. This is going to be very important, because fluoride is very bad when it comes to your third psychic eye. It's very bad when it comes to your pineal gland. It's incredible, I know, but it's true. Okay, so that's why if you can get something like organic chlorella, it's a supplement called organic chlorella. If you can get something like a boron, okay, supplement called boron. If you can get like a natural oregano oil supplement, and also if you can get like a basically a natural beetroot supplement as well. This combination is going to be remarkable when it comes to your actual pineal gland. It is going to feed it, and it's also going to make it more powerful like as the time goes by. This is something that I highly recommend you. Very important indeed. And just one more thing, like please try to drink as much water as you can throughout this month, because it's going to help you to flush out the toxins out of the system. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, just check with your doctor or check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, my gorgeous Virgolinis, or not. Okay, so now the very first date that I would like you to pay attention to is going to be the 1st of July. Oh, the 1st of July, pam, pam, pam. You know, it's just going to be like, oh Lord, you know, it is just you had a patience, certain patience, and now that patience is slowly going to reward you, and you are going to have an indication, you are going to have a sign that your patience is about to be rewarded. And this is important because you will know that you are able to reach for much more after this moment in time, but at the same time, this is coming through your own increased power and also the promise. You're going to become aware of the certain promise within the few days before that, prior that, and that promise on the 1st of July, my baby, it's going to be enhanced. And also you're going to feel, ooh la la, it's time to do things. It's time for your own rebirth, and it's time to ignore the negativity and just keep going, because you're going to be very powerful this month indeed. It's all about the actual harmony and also the certain, management, like bringing together things into the perfect union. It's to do with the compatibility that is going to be important from someone else, but also an adjustment. This is going to lead towards an important adjustment and a perfect influence. Someone is going to influence you so perfectly at the right moment and the right time to actually go for it. Just expect, my babies, an omen. You are going to have an omen on the 1st. It's actually the 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd. 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd of July. These 3 days, my babies, are actually going to bring you an important omen. And that omen that you're going to have is just also going to be connected to the little bird. Bird. Some kind of a bird. It's going to appear again. Some bird is going to be bringing you an important message, my gorgeous Virgolinis. And that message is going to show you and make you realize that it's time to embrace things. Something very important you will need to embrace. You're going to need to be brave, and your bravery is going to be your power. Your bravery is going to be your essence. That is going to immediately raise your vibration, and you're going to be absolutely fine. But you will embrace an important stage, and that was this little bird that you are going to see. It's going to be like a little sign basically for you. It's going to carry a message, and that in itself, it's also going to open a new door, my babies. Look at this. It's going to open the new door, the gateway into the completely different dimension. And you will realize, oh my Lord, something that you were so worrying about is just not going to turn out to be bad or anything like that. In fact, it's going to be absolutely brilliant. Okay, the 1st of July, it's also going to bring you an important moment when it comes to apprenticeship. Just remember, stay committed to the task at hand. This is very important, and you will be tested a little bit, and you need to be brave, and you're going to realize your own capacity. Your own capacity is going to be absolutely everything, because it's all about your own creativity. It's all about feeling this beautiful energy again that is going to motivate you like there is no tomorrow. This motivation is going to be so powerful, because the motivation is your way of thinking. It's your energy. Your energy is your power, because you're able to direct it in such a powerful way, like creating the ball of energy, and just like, yay, throwing it like this towards the direction that you want. It's beautiful, it's powerful, it's strong, it's significant. Okay, the second important date, which one it is? Ba-dum bum 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 bum, dun 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 dun. Ba-dum bum 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 bum, da 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 da. Ba-dum 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 bum bum bum. Ba-dum 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 bum bum bum. Ba-dum bum bum dun 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 dun. Dun dun da 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 da. Da 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 na 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 na. Sorry, the 13th of July, indeed. Now the 13th, now we've got a number 13th, repeat, yeah, baby. It's double fun indeed, because it's about the actual powerful moment, You're going to hear something, you're going to become aware of something that you're going to benefit from like there is no tomorrow. It's to do with your success, it's to do with your material attainment, and it's finding yourself on an advanced level. This is important because it's going to reflect on your health, And it's also going to help you to kind of feel better, in particular when it comes to the actual longer ailments that you didn't see any improvement. This is an important time to pay attention to what you put in your body, what you do, and it's an important time to cut things out if you are doing something that you shouldn't be doing, for example, like when it comes to your diet, when it comes to things that you do in order to improve your life. Very important. But on another hand, this is to do with the actual victory. When it comes to the actual difficult time in your life that you had so far, maybe that was affecting the certain stability, and in particular when it comes to the certain wish, something that you were waiting for, something that you were hoping for, this is gonna really kind of start showing itself like out in front of you. And it's to do with the departure, certain journey. You're gonna need to make some kind of little departure, mini little journey in order to do something, but it's to do with your own advancement at the same time. I want to say that the 13th of July is going to be so important because it's all about your legs standing on the ground very firmly. Indeed, it is the time of grounding, it's the time of healing, but also it's to do with the perfection recognition. You on one hand will recognize something very important about your own path and way to go. It's the light at the end of the tunnel, my gorgeous Virgolinis. Indeed, it's the beautiful light, but also you are gonna start being very much so powerful when it comes to your own energy, when it comes to other people recognizing you for what you want to be recognized for. Just remember that it's an important time to be recognized for what you want to be recognized for. You will have that power within that is going to be coming out. It's going to be screaming out of you. So it's important to do challenging things, and also it's to do with the actual owner. You're going to feel great, but it's to do with the fulfillment, your own capability, and it's also to do with like very good news in undertakings, but it's to do with the reward from hard work, success, and most certainly admiration from others. You will have a moment that you are in for an ultimate change. It's to do with the creativity. What's making you feel like vavumish? What's making you feel excited? What is making you feel happy? Just follow it, baby, follow it. It's going to be answering all sorts of questions to you. It's to do with the beginning. It's to do with an invention. It's start of something very important, but it's also to do with the gain, the beginning of a very meaningful experience, but also at the same time, it's going to feel like a wonderful adventure because you will just kind of find out a couple of things about yourself that it is just going to also kind of become very, very attractive in many different ways. The third important date is going to be on the 31st of July, my gorgeous Virgolini. Now it's important for you to, someone is going to need your help, someone very close to you. It's going to be kind of having something quite negative, maybe a little bit of chaotic situation that reflected on them in such a kind of uncertain way. So you are going to be very powerful, very beautiful, and very magical when it comes to your own touch, my babies, just like you always are, of course. But in this particular situation, this person in your life will benefit from your advice so much. So someone in your life is going to need a little bit of your help. Indeed, you're going to need to put your kind of little bit of your wonderful energy in. On another hand, the 31st of July, it's the actual important time when it comes to the safety, and it's to do with also an important moment when it comes to the family matters, but also reward, a very, very special reward you're going to start feeling here. And that in itself, it's going to kind of make you feel a little bit indecisive. Just remember, my babies, reflection from the past is going to bring you an insight. And this is another thing which is going to help you to build yourself alongside this journey, because it's going to help you to realize what you should be doing, something that you're not doing now, but you should be doing it. And it's going to make your life so much better, so much more happier, so much more optimistic, and so much more positive. So something is missing from the past that you used to do, maybe certain lifestyle, maybe certain things. It's important to discover this because it's all about reflection from the past, which is going to also bring you an absolutely mind-blowing insight as well. The 31st of July, you need to be a little bit careful at the same time, because you're going to come to across a little bit of like a little snaky in the grassy snaky, no, little snaky in the grassy. You're gonna come across a little snake in the grass, and it's just like somebody who loves like material wealth, somebody who's like a user. ew, it's like a bit of like a little snake, I don't like this person, somebody very greedy and somebody very negative, and it's just basically going to kind of help you out really, because you're going to come across this person. So you just need to know that this is not a great day to invest or to start something with someone who you're uncertain about, but more positively and more optimistically, this negative person is actually going to help you to realize, I know it sounds weird, but the overburdened feeling that you had over the last 10 months when it comes to excessive pressures and certain problems, through this person, you will kind of start thinking in a slightly different ways. And this person is actually going to be quite beneficial for you, because it's going to help you to kind of open your eyes. And once your eyes are open, you're actually going to realize that, it's a bit of a change of direction that is about to happen. So there's nothing to worry about for you, but most certainly something quite important moment when it comes to problems. The problems are going to be soon resolved, and this is going to be quite realization that you're actually going to have through this person, because you're going to start thinking differently, you're going to start thinking about different situation, different path, and that in itself is going to be magical, because it's going to bring you the new inspiration, new perspective, and most certainly the whole new focus. Okay. So now what I was going to actually recommend to my gorgeous Virgolini would be little sage. The sage, I know I've recommended you before, but it's super important, because you are going to be super powerful when it comes to your own spirituality, when it comes to your psychic feelings and things like that. So a dry sage will be important. It's going to help you to cleanse your home of the negative energies, but it's also going to help you cleanse yourself as well at the same time. I highly suggest you to do this once in July, like once a month, but I would kind of like at the beginning of July and the end of July would be ideal. But if you can't do like twice, then at least in the middle of July, it will be quite important. It's going to help you to feel so much better indeed. If you would like to buy this dry sage, the link is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. It's something that I highly recommend. So now, my gorgeous Virgolini, I'm going to actually see what is going to happen on the first week of July. The first week of July, it's going to kind of make you feel, there is also going to be the moment that you're going to feel like, you're maybe going to feel like a little bit negative or a little bit down, but then again, it's also going to be connected to the situation that you're going to have when it comes to the apprenticeship. I already said it's important to think about your own expansion. What do you need to do in order to get to the next stage? What do you need to do? What do you want to do to make your life different? What do you need to do to make your life more colorful? What you need to do in order to feel happy? It's so important. As I said, this is going to be the beginning of the journey that is going to help you with all sorts of discoveries and rediscoveries throughout the months. It is to do with your own skill. It's so important, because this is going to be such a rejuvenating time, and it's to do with the completion, an important completion, but at the same time the whole new determination. By the time you get to the mid part of July, an important competition is going to take place. The competition is going to be so powerful, because it's going to help you to reach your moment, and it's also going to help you to get out of the certain control, get away from the certain control. So someone negative or something negative around you has been controlling you, and it's been controlling you in a negative way, and like a little bit of an energy vampire was draining your energy. So this competition will be super important, because it's going to help you to move away from people that are toxic in your life. That in itself is going to create a quiet moment, when it comes to the actual hermit moment. And the hermit moment is going to help you to connect with your deepest levels of your own self mid-July, and it's going to help you realize, for once, what are you in self-denial about, but for two, it's also when it comes to the future planning, an important realization, but also confirmation through your own hermit moment that you are going to have. That is going to be quite remarkable, because it's going to almost immediately going to create a challenge that is going to make you indecisive. But most certainly, by the time you get to the last part of July, it's all about this decision that you're actually going to make. The last part of July is going to change your life, my gorgeous Virgolinis, indeed. I highly suggest you, please, if you didn't get a black onyx, it's super important. This is because you're going to have a couple of little snakes that you're going to need to deal with. And these snakes, they're like kind of like a energy draining, They're very much so like an energy vampires that are slowly going to kind of like maybe start moving away from your life, But at the same time, you just want to protect yourself. You want to protect your energy. So black onyx, it's absolutely super important to actually wear throughout July and August, because it's going to protect you against all sorts of negative energies. It's going to help you with your own grounding, but on another hand, it's really powerful when it comes to the plannings, when it comes to the future plannings, when it comes to the situations in life that we need to respond almost immediately, but we are uncertain, maybe we don't have enough courage, and maybe we don't feel enough action. So black onyx is absolutely remarkable because it's going to help you with this particular balance, but at the same time, it's absolutely super important when it comes to the actual prosperity and doing things throughout your own personal spiritual growth. This beautiful black onyx comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, my gorgeous Virgolinis. I have to say this. The last part of July is going to bring you an enlightening moment indeed. Very enlightening, very powerful. You're going to start feeling rather woomish, but at the same time, it's all about the actual future planning, and excitement and wanting to be kind of like a very adventurous at the same time. This is all leading towards an important opportunity indeed, but at the same time, it's going to lead towards the opportunity that was at some point lost, and now it's going to bounce back, and it's going to be quite wonderful, and it's going to go a long way indeed. You will do something that is going to be so beneficial, that is going to last a long time. One more thing, my gorgeous Virgolin, is the last part of July. It's also going to bring you an important and absolutely remarkable moment of justice. You will be aware of the certain justice. You're going to get a good news. It's going to put a massive smile on your face. It's something that you have been waiting for, something that you wanted, something that you wanted to get to this certain point. And this is important because it's at the same time going to bring you an absolutely remarkable balance, but also it is the advice that you are going to get at the same time. It's going to be literally mind-blowing indeed. Okay, so now, my gorgeous Virgolini, I'm going to just shuffle this cardini. Oh, bam ba dun 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 dun. Now, this, my gorgeous Virgolinis, now it's for those, I've got my moments. It's for those of you in relationship. Oh, as a couple, you're going to benefit. Oh, death, my gorgeous Virgolini. As a couple, but this is again number 13. This is crazy. This is your number, so it doesn't surprise me. Your numerology, your number is 13. So now get this is a number 13 for the couples, which means something absolutely super important when it comes to your own transformation. So you're going to come to terms with an absolutely remarkable moment in time. The problem, some kind of problem that was slowing you down, is slowly gonna come to an end, and you're both gonna benefit from this situation, my babies, like there is no tomorrow. So therefore, this is a remarkable moment in time of your own personal transformation. You're gonna make a decision that is gonna be like, oh my Lord, it's gonna be one of the biggest decisions in a long time that you've actually made together as a couple, which is gonna require from you to make unnecessary changes. It's gonna be huge, it's gonna be massive, and this is going to be only the beginning. Most certainly the time of the transformation and the time when your life is going to change. Important important because it's to do with something that you wanted to do, that you both wanted to do in a long time. Okay, so now my gorgeous Virgolinis, now I'm going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to connect to those of you that are single and ready to mingy. You know, my gorgeous Virgolinis. Oh my God, of course. Ba-dum, bam, bam, ba-da, ba-da, ba-bam, ba-da, ba-ba-bam. Ba-da-bam, bam, 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 ba-da-ba-dam, ba-bam, ba-da-bam, ba-bam. Do-do, do-do. Ba-da-bam, bam, bam, do-do, do-do, oh, bam, 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 da-da-da-da-da, da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. You see my babies, look at this Wheel of Fortune, my Lord, you know, this is the time it's going to start changing now. Thank you, Lord, thank you, Lord, thank you, Lord. The time is slowly starting to change. Lots of people are going to be surprised the way things are actually going to unfold when it comes to the actual world level of things happening, blah, blah, blah. But most certainly when it comes to you in particular, my gorgeous Virgolinis, this is all about an important continuation. An important continuation is at the same time going to open the door. The door that are going to be open, it's going to at the same time going to be connected to the actual important continuation, but it's also going to be connected to the new start, to the new beginning, to the new opportunities in your life that are going to make you to become the part of the direction and dimension where it's on another hand going to also require from you at some moment in time to kind of respond to some kind of situation in a slightly different way that is going to be around you. I know it sounds really confusing, but it's to do with the same moment in time as someone is going to start manifesting in your life. To make this bit more like, I don't know, maybe I'm saying it too complicating, but basically it's to do with the moment in your life. In this July, you are going to have a moment when some kind of important continuation is going to take place, when the actual energy is going to start flowing. That energy that is going to start flowing is at the same time going to open up the door for you. The door that are going to be open are not only going to lead you into the whole new world, lead you into the whole new beginning with a completely different perspective, but important, very good and very powerful. It's going to make you feel happy, but at the same time, this time it's going to bring you the person in when you least expect it. So therefore, my gorgeous Virgolinis, those of you that were waiting for some kind of like a romance, stranger in the night, Virgolini in the morning, stranger in the night, Virgolini in the morning, na 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 na, stranger in the night, Virgolini in the morning, stranger in the night. Gosh, no, but it's important because now, my gorgeous Virgolinis, those of you that are single and waiting to mingle, you're not going to be single for too long, but most certainly you are going to have someone who is going to walk into your life, you know, slowly but surely, one step at a time. But the first of all, that person is going to happen. That person is going to manifest it around the time when you walk into the new direction when it comes to the actual continuation of something. However, at the same time, someone else is going to start getting closer and closer and closer to you. You see, the light went. My gorgeous Virgolini, the light went, and that is a sign that this is gonna be an important moment in time. You see, God help me, you know. This is what I was going to say. You see what happens? This is what's been happening. And it always goes off when I say something that is just going to be so huge and it's going to be so big and it's going to surprise you. So the bottom line is, my gorgeous Virgolinis, is that someone very special is about to walk into your life. And that person is going to be around you for the first time ever when some kind of a continuation takes place. Okay? Important, huge, and it's going to put a big smile on your face because this person who is about to walk into your life is going to be very special indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Virgolinis, I love every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Virgolinis. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye. Bye.